So it is unique that we're willing to go this extra mile. A lot of people, there's a certain amount of risk in using a product that you haven't used before. And if they see something that they like, we want to do everything possible to get them that product. This material is called Ipe. It's the most dense wood product available for decking material.
You may or may not notice there are no screw holes in this deck. It's smooth. It won't splinter. I didn't want to see a screw. I didn't want to see a fastener. I didn't want to see anything. And this is the cleanest, clearest look that you could possibly get.
So when all our materials delivered and spent some time on the site, all his guys went through board by board, matching up the exact width for an entire run. So when you see the run, there's no variation between board. The width is exactly the same.
Yeah, and to see that his crew was doing that, we didn't even know what they were doing. But then Scott's all, oh, we want to make sure everything is consistent. Something a little even more specific.
Yeah, she didn't want to see the joist. So
wood color of the joist in between the cracks. That's how OCD I can be.
They were all painted black,
Painted
so
it
you
all
don't
black.
see them.
That's Scott and his team doing exactly what I needed and thinking it through with me. Because I'm like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, and he's all, no problem. Let's just paint them all black. He had a guy out there with a roller.
So the framing material here comes in a brown color. And because we're installing decking over the top of this brown framing, as the boards shrink or expand, we want to make sure that the framing color, this brown, it's not really an attractive color. So what we did was we actually painted all of this brown material black so that as we have the shadowing and shaded effect below the deck, then we can actually see the black hides, it just looks like we're walking on a floating surface. So that's something that we like to do on almost all of our decks.
Looking back on it now, that's not anything when we came up with the project idea first that you would even think about, right? It was because it was already going on that this situation happened and I didn't like it. And it wasn't him going, oh, no, this is a change order.
It wasn't a
this
change
is a
order.
this. We're gonna,
it.
yeah. He just took it on and just did it. Building the house, change orders all the time. But with Scott, whenever it came to something like that, he was just, no worries, we'll get it done. And he did every time.
He was super meticulous with what's underneath, which you don't see, but with the vapor barrier, he's got multiple fans, but he was really explained how to reduce the moisture down there, and there's drainage, and you don't see it, but it keeps the deck looking really nice.
Yeah.
An Ipe deck like this needs to have open airflow through and below the deck, and we installed some ventilation fans under this deck, which is pretty unique. And this ventilation moves the air under the deck. It prevents the accumulation of moisture, and it really helps improve the life of this decking material. We also have vapor barriers that are installed beneath the deck boards that collects any rainwater. The vapor barriers route the water to a French drain system that takes all of the water away from the deck.
This job, I believe it's over 1,400 square feet of decking, possibly 1,700 square feet of decking. That's like a house, okay? So when you take that into perspective of like the scale of this job, and we're on a hill, that is the other thing. We are on a hillside, that our house has gone down. We do not want our deck to move. And with all the piers, all the supports, all the retaining walls, nothing. And it's fantastic. So, it's a very, very big job. And I would say that's another thing our friends say a lot is they come out here and they're like, whoa, this is massive.
This project placed first in the over $50,000 wood deck category in North American Deck and Railing Association National Awards Summit. We're extremely proud of the work that we accomplished here with this customer and on this project, and we can't say enough to the people that contributed to this project.